I am really, really happy that Rick Nash is a Blue Jacket again. And he's now the assistant to GM Jarmo Kekalainen. And I'd like to welcome him here. Rick Nash, welcome to the Mark Blazor Show. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
It is incredibly good to say Rick Nash with the Columbus Blue Jackets again, man. How are you feeling? This has got to feel amazing to you.
You know, I'm feeling pretty lucky that the Jackets, along with, the ownership group and Mr. McConnell and Mike Priest and with Jarmo kind of letting me back into the organization. And it feels like it's come complete circle. It's nice to be back in Columbus and back part of the Blue Jackets.
Take me through walking back into Nationwide Arena again, knowing that you were going to be part of the Blue Jackets organization again. I saw you, during the playoffs. There was footage of you and stuff in the building, but take me through what that felt like.
Yeah, it was always awkward coming back here when I was with the Rangers. This place was home for 10 years, and I feel like I've had so many great memories here and such a good feeling around this arena. It was always tough coming back to play against the Blue Jackets. And, just coming back here during the playoffs, during last year's trade deadline, and the way the Blue Jackets kind of welcomed me with open arms and the fans and everyone in the organization, it was just kind of humbling for me to have that acceptance, and it's been great.
Your thoughts on, speaking of the playoffs, how the Blue Jackets obviously did this year. Nobody saw, I think everyone got the memo how the Blue Jackets were not supposed to sweep Tampa Bay except the Blue Jackets. When you saw that happen, were you like going, oh my God, this is unbelievable? And then second part of that is if you have any thoughts on why they actually just couldn't get it done versus Boston.
Yeah, it was, the first half of it, I don't think anyone even gave us really a chance to win a few games in that series. And I think it just shows that the importance of just getting into the playoffs. And then it's a totally new season. It doesn't matter if Tampa set all these records. You have 4 games to win out of 7. And it just shows you that why playoff hockey is so good and why so many people watch it. It truly means anything can happen. As for Boston, they were such a good team, and you went to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. They're a heavy team. They have a lot of great leadership there. It was tough. There's a lot of couple overtime games or 1-goal games that could have went either way. We just came up against it seemed like a team that had some sort of destiny to get to the finals, and Tuukka Rask was unbelievable, and so was Bob. But sometimes it's just someone's got to win, someone's got to lose.
Talking to the great Rick Nash right now, who you're going to be, your title is assistant to GM Jarmo Kekalainen, yeah?
Yeah, it's just a special assistant to Jarmo, so just kind of going to be around for those guys to pick my brain and for me to learn the business from the other side and for me to pick their brain with tons of questions. I
was going to say, what do your duties entail as assistant, but it sounds like, boy, there's going to be a myriad of things they're going to have you doing, yeah?
Yeah, it seems that way. I sat down with Jarmo and Billy Zito, the assistant GM, and they said they're just going to have me doing a lot of different things, whether it's recruiting players to Columbus or helping out the young guys that are on the team, helping out the young guys that are playing in junior or in the AHL. So I think it's going to be a type thing that we kind of learn as we go. But I think there's going to be some scouting involved and some stuff with the big club. So it's going to be a bunch of different things.
Sergei Bobrovsky, Artemi Panarin, Matt Duchene, any chance you have any influence with these guys and trying to keep them wearing Columbus Blue Jacket sweaters?
You know what? I think if I was around longer, I would try, but I kind of came in at the end and, we were going in the playoffs and I didn't really want to disturb the guys in any way. But, as me and Jarmo have talked before, I think if there's one person that can sell Columbus and the Blue Jackets, it's me. I've spent a long time here. I know how good the city is. I know how good the fan base is. And I know how committed ownership is to winning. And they want to win now. And obviously this season kind of proved that. It's going to be a tough road moving forward with free agencies and hopefully getting some of those guys back. But really, we don't know. And the next 2 weeks are going to be very interesting.
Hey, I wanted to say happy belated birthday. I know you had a birthday yesterday, which was also Father's Day. Man, how about that? Both of those things landing on the same day. And I know you're a golfer as well. How's your game?
Yeah, the golf game's not doing too well with the new job I've taken. It's taken a bit of a hit, but I love it. And anytime I can get out and play, I try to.
Priorities, Rick, priorities. No,
Exactly.
I got you, man. I know you're a member at Scioto, so I had to ask you about that. I'm a huge golfer myself. Did you pick Gary Woodland to win the U.S. Open? He was a shoo-in, right? I was like, oh, nobody had this happening, but man, I don't know if you got to watch any of the U.S. Open. Your thoughts?
Yeah, you know what? That was fun to watch, and it was fun to see Koepka kind of make another run for it. It seems like an incredible venue, an incredible place, and it was nice that I got to sit on the couch and watch that for my Father's Day and birthday last night.
That's really cool, man. How about those Stars and Stripe Puma golf shoes that he was sporting? I got to get some of those. I don't know if you saw those, but they are amazing, man.
Yeah, those were cool. I was looking at them and thought they were nice. I'm wondering if they had any of those in the Canadian flag print too.
Yeah, that would actually be perfect, man. So, all right, Rick Nash, assistant to GM Jarmo Kekalainen, joining the Blue Jackets yet again, putting on a tie this time. But give me some names we're going to be hearing a lot of as we start the season this year.
Well, I think some of the guys, we have with Cam Atkinson having, such a great year. I think he's going to be looked upon to, take that next step and do exactly what he did this year. He's one of the most fun, skilled hockey players in the NHL, and he's obviously the backbone of this team. I think with Texier coming in, our young forward that came in the playoffs and had quite an imprint in the first series against Tampa Bay.
Yes.
It was fun to watch him, and I think he's going to get a year faster, a year stronger. He's still a young guy. And with our two cornerstone D-man with Jones and Werenski, they're so hard to play against. I mean, I played against them for a few years, and we're so lucky to have them in Columbus that, they could be the best 1-2 punch in the NHL, and it's fun to have them as ours.
Man, I am really looking forward to this season and so excited that you are, again, part of the Columbus Blue Jackets, the organization, and it's fantastic to talk to you, and I appreciate you taking time. I know you're really busy, but great to catch up with you, Rick, and I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah, we're excited as well, and I'm excited to be back part of the organization, and we're so happy our fans got a better taste of playoff hockey this year, and we're just looking forward to next year. Thanks for having me.